have a monkey in your pants?
Now you're playing with power. Superpower.
Right folks, so SNES Quest video update. Now I've said before in the previous couple of videos, first of all, room is still messy as shit. I'm working away again, commuting 4 hours doing all that piss, and it's, can you see over there? No, can you see over there? Yep, bomb site. But I've been saying recently in the past couple of videos that I'll be doing a SNES Quest update soon, because I think about 30 new games I haven't shown in a video as such, so I was going to do it with 2 parts, and I also mentioned that I was going to change the format of it, reason being that I'd changed video editing software and the template for the previous edit videos was on that with the gameplay and whatnot, and I've got so many games to actually do it the same way that I was doing it with the video clips in, etc. Major arse pain and headache, and it would take way too long, and the amount of games that I've got, the episodes or the videos would be far too long. I am brew break. So I thought maybe going forward we'll do it standard pickup style, simply with a game tally at the end, a game update if you like. If you watched Michael be the Game Genie, his sort of style, you know what I mean? Standard sort of pickup video, but they'll all be just SNES related. So I've got, this is the part 1 of the update, if you want to call it, of the new games that I've got that I've not shown yet. There's quite a few here, some decent ones, but we'll get going. First game is absolute classic. It's in really good condition as well. Star Fox, and I think it's called Starwing in the UK, but obviously this is the American version that uses the FX chip. And if for some reason you've never seen this game, go watch a video of it. Star Fox is the first one. Next, we've got, just having a look at something else here. We've got Super Star Wars. Played this back in the day. I remember it being so bloody hard. All these sort of games are, but they're really good games. Super Star Wars. Next, now I think I got this in a bundle because I have never heard of it before, and I certainly didn't go out and pay for it. And another thing I should say, the reason not doing the thing with the money tally etc. that was in the previous episodes is because a lot of these games I've maybe bought so long ago now, to try and find out how much they were or how much I paid for them. Do you know what I mean? So, whoops, we'll just get going. Like I said, David Crane's Amazing Tennis. Who is David Crane? A tennis player. He's not Andre Agassi or other famous tennis players. Tim Henman, he's not even famous, he was rubbish. I've never played that. I've played Super Tennis, not David Crane's Amazing Tennis. Anyway, next game that I've got is Batman Returns. A game that I've not played actually, but it's a Batman game. Can it be bad? Yes, I've played some rubbish Batman games in the past. Well, this is an absolute classic. There's another couple that I want to get for the system, but Street Fighter 2. This is in really good condition. You'll be able to see because the light, but really nice condition. The label on this is and whatnot. But absolute classic Street Fighter 2. Anybody wants to challenge me at classic style Street Fighter 2? I don't mean the versions that are Street Fighter 4. I don't mean that kind of version that's on the Xbox 360 or PS3 or whatever. But the old school arcade, whether it's turbo or whatever. A challenge accepted. I used to go to it was a video shop that then gutted out the videos from the back of its place, and it had numerous arcades in it. This was sort of middle teenage years, and they had Street Fighter, or Super Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2 or whatever it was. It was Rainbow Edition, so it was like a hacked ROMs thing. But a couple of differences: you could change characters during a fight, Ryu Ken would shoot 2 fireballs like that instead of one going across the screen. But I could play that game for bloody ages and take on any challenger. So I welcome a challenge. Anybody. And the next game I've got Super Empire Strikes Back. Again, another awesome game. Next one is a fucking hard ass side-scrolling shoot 'em up. I played it a little while back, and it is fucking hard. I'm sure I completed one level, and that was about it. I must suck, or it's a brick hard game. But it is UN Squadron. Again, this is really nice condition, but it's bloody hard. The next game is another Street Fighter variant, if you like, and this one is Super Street Fighter 2. Awesome. I love Street Fighter, I really do. I even like the more modern ones. I had it for one of them for the 360 a while back, but Super Street Fighter 2, can't go wrong with a bit of Street Fighter action. Now, I don't know if I played this on another system, but I think I got this in the bundle. The cart's a bit dirty, it needs a bit of clean. The label's fine and whatever, but it's like kickboxing. It's called Best of the Best. Never played it yet. I will get around to doing a gameplay video of it at some point. Now next game is a space shooting adventure thing. Predominantly played a version on the 3DO called Heart of the Tiger, I think it was. But I think I also remember playing a version on the Amiga as well, which is really good. And this game's sort of in line with the sort of Amiga side of things, but it is Wing Commander. Average sort of game, nowhere near as good as the 3DO version with all the FMV cutscenes and whatnot, obviously, but it's not bad. I'll give it that. Another game that I got is Super Strike Eagle. I don't think I've shown this game before. I don't think so. But Super Strike Eagle, I think I got this from Cybersnake 7, I should say. Jay sent me this for free quite a wee while back. Really nice condition. Next game, absolute classic. The cart needs a bit of clean. The label is ever so slightly faded, but I wouldn't have probably bought it in this condition, but I traded my friend Retro Paul a converter, NTSC converter for his Super Nintendo, for his PAL Super Nintendo, and he gave me a whole bunch of PS2 games and this game along with it as well, which I really wanted for my collection. For some reason I didn't have it. Love all the games in it, and I love this, how they're all bundled together. But it is Super Mario All-Stars, absolutely amazing, updated 16-bit graphics and whatnot from the 8-bit originals. It's really good. The fact that you can save the game randomly, or you can definitely save points and whatnot, which I don't think you could on some of the original games on the NES. But Super Mario All-Stars, amazing balls game that is. Now I mentioned this game at the start there, and this is probably one of the earliest Super Nintendo games that I played. And I played it around at my cousin's house, but it's decent. Oh, I remember it's got mode 7, I think, when you change sides. I'm sure it does some mode 7 fancy stuff on the go, but it's decent, and this is in really good condition. A couple of these games are in exceptional condition, and I'll show you why in a second. I think showed these games maybe when I first picked up my NTSC SNES, but not part of the SNES Quest, if that makes sense. But it is Super Tennis. Again, this is in spankaroonie condition, and it's actually a really good game. Good one-player, and it's a good two-player game. I remember playing that loads back in the day. Next game is a game that I picked up. A game that I've not played, a game that I'm aware of, a game that I've seen mostly on the NES. I can't remember why I picked this up. I'll either watch videos or some channels, or see somebody else's pick up or something like that, and it will make me put a game down on a list. And I just bought this game randomly. It's quite a few months ago now, like I say, and that's why I'm no longer doing the money updates, because trying to remember what I paid for a game a few months ago, or even finding it on eBay or PayPal or whatever can be an arse pain, or if I bought it off Facebook, again, an arse pain. But I'll still play this. I've seen gameplays of it, and it looks like a really good game. And this is in really good condition as well. But this is Super Punch Out. Like I say, I watch like AVGN with Punch Out and whatnot, but Super Punch Out again. I think it looks really good, and I will do a gameplay of that at some point. Now the next game, absolute classic Super Nintendo game. I've not played it for a bloody long time, apart from having a quick punt on the first level randomly. This is a game that I remember seeing in Curry's or Comet, I think it was, electrical stores here in the UK when the Super Nintendo was first out. It would have the machine on display in a little cabinet, and it would have this game playing. And it was kind of time where you'd go to these shops, and they would have like people standing around playing on this machine, which was either about to be released or just released. And you couldn't get a shot because there wasn't like piles of people, but you might be 2 people playing on it. They stand playing it for ages, so you'd have to hover about until you get out of a shot. And it's the only time I really saw the game until I went to a friend's house, and he had this game, and I saw it and I played it for the first time, and I was amazed. And I have completed it back in the day. I don't think I completed it fully. Very close if I didn't. I think it's how many stars you get or something. I can't really remember off the top of my head. I've not played it for a long time, but this is in really good condition, and it's an absolute classic Super Nintendo game. Like I say, it deserves for me to go back and play it again. But it is Super Mario World, and I recently watched Retro Dave Nintendo's pickup video, and there was another variant of this game where instead of having Super Mario World across the top, it was like on 2 lines, and I've never seen that. But Super Mario World, oh, this game alone is why I think Super Mario is far superior than Sonic. Sorry, Sega lovers. The next game is isometric 3D RPG game, action RPG game. Chris Shanks' one of his favourite games, I think. They recently had an updated version of it, which was alright, a bit text heavy, so I didn't play much of it. And it is Shadowrun. It's quite a pricey game actually. I never mentioned what if any of those were pricey, but not like pricey like Castlevania Dracula X sort of pricey, but it's a decent game, and I like the music in it. It's like a bit sort of I can't think of the right word to describe it. It's a grungy-esque setting. Does that make sense? Fuck knows. But it's one of the first games that I remember Retro Paul, funnily enough, my mate who I grew up with. We were playing with I think it was an action replay cartridge, and we got it so like your health wouldn't diminish, or you give ourselves like extra big long health bar and stuff like that. One of the only games that I remember playing with a cheat cartridge like that with. But again, my mate Paul, he loved this game. I remember him playing it absolute loads and loads. And I probably saw him play it more rather than me play it, if that makes sense. But I had to have it. For me, it's an absolute classic and a big part of my childhood, Shadowrun. And again, this copy is in absolute amazing condition. But great game. If you've never played it and you like sort of action RPG sort of, if I can describe it as that sort of game, it's good. It's worth a punt. Now this next game I've never ever played. I've just noticed the cart's a bit damaged on this actually. Oh well, that's a shame. I'm not too bothered. I've never played this game, but I played the first game of it, and I absolutely love it. RPG, the music in it, and it's amazing. And this one is Secret of Evermore. Again, I've not played this. Hopefully it plays very similar to Secret of Mana. Hopefully it stands up to Secret of Mana. Hopefully the music, everything stands up to Secret of Mana, because for me Secret of Mana was one of the best Super Nintendo games released, and for that reason alone it's why I had to buy this. And like I say, it's got a little bit of cart damage just at that edge. You see where my finger is there. I never noticed that when I bought it. Like I say, I've probably had this for a couple months now, but it deserves me having a look at this actually, and see if it's any good, see if it does stand up to Secret of Mana. Now I mentioned some of those were like really good condition. The reason being is, if you watched my pickup video originally when I first got the SNES 2 or the Junior or whatever you want to call it, the NTSC machine, I got some box games with it. And these are all box protectors. My only box Super Nintendo games. I don't plan on collecting any other box Super Nintendo games. These are all really pretty decent conditions, complete manuals, but these go with a really good condition carts if you like. So get rid of that glare. Star Fox, nicely boxed. These will just sit up on my shelf. I had contemplated selling the boxed ones and just get a loose cart, but I'll keep these box games. Super Tennis was another one, boxed and complete. Batman Returns as well. This is in really, really good condition. Lovely jubbly. My monitor just went off, so I couldn't even see what I was doing. Street Fighter 2 again. Fucking love Street Fighter 2. Awesome. Challenge me. Arcade machine. If anybody's at play Blackpool in the next week or so, and there's an original or whatever Street Fighter 2 arcade machine, challenge me. We'll put money down. I'll watch this. I'll go to look like a tit and get my ass handed to me. Never mind. And then UN Squadron, I should say, was another game that was look, box porn. No, oh no, you can see us squashing the box. Oh no, it's not perfect. But that's why some of those carts are in really good condition, because they obviously come with that. So that takes me up currently NTSC SNES games. If you remember, if you saw the original videos, I did have 80, 90 PAL games, but I decided to go NTSC because I liked how they stacked nicely on the shelf. But that takes me up to 38 NTSC SNES games now. No PAL games anymore. But and I've got another 15 or so, I think, in a box sitting over there, which I'll hopefully get that up soon. But really like to hear your comments on those, guys. What your thoughts are on those games. Any in there particular that you remember playing as a kid that you love, that you've maybe played or completed recently or gone through again recently, Super Mario World or whatever, or for example, Best of the Best Championship Karate, if that's actually any good and I should play it. Who knows? Like I say, guys, at the start, I think we'll sort of stick with this sort of format. It's easier for me. I'm a bit short of time right now to do a full-blown edited video, so we'll go with that and we'll stick it like that for the SNES Quest from now on. I think, again, your thoughts on it would be appreciated. But as always, guys, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and join me next time.
Do you have a monkey in your pants?